by the rules.
It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Coming up next.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Cousins looking to put it up right away. And complete to Drake London. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw, Cousins. Kaderil Hodge has it complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
2nd and 10. To throw, Young. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. A gain of 22. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Young off the play fake. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, 27 yards. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. First down. Here's Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Cousins. Here's a screen for Robinson. Sheds off the tackle, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
It's Young off play action. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Young. Open man is Thielen is complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
First down, Carolina.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Young. This is caught. Touchdown. Jonathan Mingo from 17 yards out. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Throwing is Cousins. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down up to the 47-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Throwing, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons 16. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A play fake, now Young. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, it's Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He's got his man, London, right side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down throw for Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins again. Short throw caught by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
This is your game, baby. Nothing here. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Oh, ain't that something? Time to go to work. Let's go, fellas.
2nd and 6. Now Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kadero Hodge, and now it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's go.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. They go play action. Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake, Young. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second down, Young. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Hubbard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Now Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Off the play fake, Cousins. That one deep for London. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go play action. Cousins throws right back to London, complete again. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Young on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Young now. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. There he goes again. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Young will set to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Ray McLeod to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Cousins on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had them on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons 1st down as he'll take this down inside the 45.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Play fake, Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Falcons get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On the ground, it's Hubbard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a 2nd and 5. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.